Hello, gang. We have a little extra time, so I'm going to jump in for some more action on this Tinker's Cube draft that we started. Having some decent success in this one. We had a draw in our first game due to a system error that I then used to request compensation from Wizards, which I got. So we've already got our 10,000 gold back for playing in this event anyway. And we can still see what we're going to get in terms of results. We still get to play it. So this deck has lived and died so far on the strength of Witch of the Moors. If Witch of the Moors lands and lives, this deck goes crazy. I mean, we gain life basically every turn. So Witch of the Moors says once a turn, Oppo sacks a creature and you return up to one target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Like, Witch of the Moors in our deck ends up being an abyss that gets us stuff back. It's crazy. Yeah, sorry, let me get out of your way here. I'm talking about a card you can't even read. So there you go. There's the Witch of the Moors. And then as you see, everything else here is heavily about life gain. This is just a good card, but very, very life gain heavy. The meme machine, I can give you that. Getting a little warm in here. Take off my hoodie. Got my Nope tea. So, this is the deck we're working with. We are basically 3-0 with it, but one of our wins was taken from us through error. And we'll see. We just had not so great luck with a somewhat similar deck in terms of leveraging synergy, and we just got run over by big green stuff. So let's see how this deck does. I'm going to update the record, though. I didn't mention my sponsor, Card Kingdom. I'm going to do that as we get going on the games here. Since this is picking up where we left off, I kind of forgot about my sponsor for the moment, but I never forget about them for long, because whenever I need Magic stuff, they are the first place I turn. They have everything I need for my physical game, and the rare occasions where they don't have what I need, I know they're looking to get it soon. And we have a keep here. This isn't insano, but we got great removal and path. Early is nice because we can try to work our life gain advantage and get the path turned on. So we're going to keep this. Nyx Fleece Ram is nice. That's going to be a good 2, better than Blood Artist or Dawn of Hope. It gets our life total going in the right direction right away. It's an excellent blocker, and Path of Bravery is going to make it a thing immediately. Oppo going with the main phase Cutthroat rather than let me play a land and possibly counter it or whatever. I get that. That's understandable. We're going to go, as we said, though, Nyx Fleece. Okay, now what? We can go Path of Bravery. We can go Lampad. Dawn of Hope requires 2, so we can wait before, like, Nyx Fleece will hopefully start triggering Dawn every turn. And, but until then, I do like, we can Path of Bravery and turn this into a 1/6, and then it blocks even Arowan Games putting 3 counters on the Cutthroat. And that seems pretty valuable. And then we can Faith's Fetters it once it has gotten the counters. So let's do that. We're going to have to block with the Nyx Fleece here. I mean, I guess we could... Oh, okay, they're mixing it up. Interesting. Good thinking on Oppo's part. we're going to get back to 20. We're going to dip to 19, though, and block the 4-4. Well, maybe. I see. All right. Well, we're going way below our starting life total here. But we do get a Faith's Fetters on Briarborn Cutthroat, which is pretty good. And it even gets us back to 20. Yow. More green fat. I guess that's my takeaway so far, is just like play green. Like, we've just been wrecked by every green deck we've faced and basically dismantled every other deck we've faced. And now we're just facing stuff that's too big. Like, I don't know. In a sweeper removal light cube, I guess the biggest creatures, it makes some sense that the biggest creatures are maybe where you want to be. Maybe I'm making statements on too little information, but it sure seems like green has been the thing that crushes me in this cube so far. Dawn of Hope and Blood Artist, looking for, well, Dawn of Hope and Lampad? Well, right? I mean, if green is the best anti-Johnny approach, it would make sense that in a Johnny cube, green would be good. No reason to play the Death Dweller, though. I'm going to go Dawn of Hope, Lampad. Dawn of Hope. Really don't actually have that much hope here. Staring at 10 with no good blocks. Kind of need to find our one removal spell for Roalesk, and then Roalesk dies and turns this into an 8/8. Looking up this card that Hat would like me to discuss. Leyline Tyrant. Okay, I got it. Armorcraft Judge. When Armorcraft Judge enters the battlefield, draw a card for each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it. Okay. Well, at least that's only one draw. Oh yeah, it was Timbers. I don't know. Yeah, you gave me the link. I'm with you now. Well, I must have just drawn that, or else they could have led one and the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How do they even cast that? Where'd their... Oh, treasure. There we go. Got there. Gotta take this. I don't even know if we have time to draw. Like, if we draw... I guess we draw because we are looking for our one removal. Oh, no, this is a different deck. So let's see what removal we've got. Intervention... this looks low on removal too. Mortify. We're basically looking for Mortify, and if we find it with 5 mana If we pay black, we double our chances to find a Mortify. So that's what I was doing, looking for Mortify. Didn't find it. Can play Patrician and have a block in the air at least. But I don't think we're getting there here. Once again, green beef is getting there. So we can take 5, need to block the others. So let's go with a Patrician block and Lampad block and then Chuckle. I mean, I don't know what we're doing here, gang. Wasting your time a little bit before I die. And now the problem is even the Mortify we were going for last turn doesn't give us the victory. So we need to draw it naturally and hope we Mortify and Blood Artist, and then maybe we have chumps, but didn't get there. Yeah, because we have Mortify. We play Blood Artist, chump, Mortify, and then die to this. I don't know. We were never in this one. So small sample size, but in the couple of events I've done this so far, I have not played a green deck yet, but I have yet to beat a green deck. Now, again, sample size. I'm talking, what? We've got 4 games here. We had 4 in the other one. So I'm talking like 8 games total. Not a big sample size, but I'm just noticing early on that green is crushing me. Well, and Hat, I've acknowledged this, Hat. Hat says, is green strong, or should you maybe run more than 1 piece of removal? Very snotty of you, but my question is, are we failing to draft removal, or is this a removal light cube? So I guess I would say, if you are not green yourself, you best be sure you have the tools to deal with big stuff. How about that, Hat? Yeah, I just I haven't studied the cube. I don't remember even what stuff I passed in the draft. I feel like the removal I did see was super clunky for the most part. And it seems like they're going for more of a removal light experience to try and make the synergy stuff shine. But again, I think what it's doing is making large creatures extremely powerful. So, well, let's get some more data points. I like the idea of a high synergy cube. I'm not loving how this one's playing out exactly so far, mainly because I don't feel like it's produced a bunch of great games yet. So far, the games have been pretty lopsided one way or the other. It's a little surprising that it's taken almost a minute to pair up on a U.S. holiday morning. All right. Keep in hope. I mean, it's got our tools, but if Oppo plays a forest, I immediately don't like our chances. All right, well, Oppo mold, so that improves our chances a bit. Let's see what they're playing over there. Matching a plains for a plains. To start, we're going to drop a Swamp and a Blood Artist. Then go Patrician into probably Bastion. Look, Patrician into Falcon Wrath is also good if we can find the land. I'm going to play plains for the Patrician. Hopefully we find a swamp off the top and we can cycle the Baron more later. Another tap land. So this time we're gonna go. I'm gonna play the Baron more because I want extra black, and then we'll play the Bastion and send the Patrician. We could keep the Patrician back on D, I suppose. But I'm worried that Daneth is just going to get a piece of equipment or something that makes the Patrician unable to block anyway. So I'm going to attack with our lifelinker first. Looking for removal again. What do you know? Removal is precious. Let's see. Whenever enchantment. Okay, so this is an enchantment fall thing. I'm gonna go Falconwrath Noble. No land play, although we could play the Scattered Groves in the next turn. We don't even have the 3 black, so I like holding the Groves for the cycle, but playing the Falconwrath here. And we have attacks first. I think at 3-4 I should leave the Patrician back to block anyway, so I'm just going to play this and pass. I mean, right now we have 3 things out here that anything dies and we drain for 3. That's pretty good. But they're gaining a lot of life, so that doesn't matter as much. And Danitha not attacking, Archon attacking. Drain only on our end step? I'm just saying if creatures die, we drain 3. And then Patrician would then further drain, so... Yeah, if we don't block... Yeah, I think we have to call. Which of the Moors should be great for us coming up? And could end up turning this game around in the face of all this life link over there. I'm going to play this tap now to make sure we cast the Witch next turn. And not... I guess we leave the Patrician back to continue blocking the Archon, but we'll send the Falconwrath. And we'll play Timmy. I gotta go find the memes and stuff. Oh man.
There are some who call me Tim.
Beginning of your end step. So we want to attack with the Patrician just to at least get the lifelink. Well, it worked last time. I'm going to keep it up. Mortify is excellent, but we're not going to use it right now. We're going to start on the Witch and attack with the Patrician. Don't even need to do the Witch yet. Attacking the Patrician to make sure we get the life link to trigger the Witch. MVP hits the battlefield. Nothing to graveyard to our hand, but we'll take the Abyss effect. Unfortunately, Caller does not return the Witch if they manage to kill it. Although it looks like with white, it's more likely to be enchanted out of the action as opposed to killed. Exiled. So if we kill a creature we control, we trigger 3 pings that then also trigger the patrician. So that's something to remember. They get to blink what? Yeah, nothing here blinks super well for them. 2 top is rough to see. I don't know what they're topping, but that you never want to see that from an opponent's scry. Witch's Vengeance, though. What do you got? We got a Human Noble, Core Wizard, Golem, Archon, Human Knight. So we could name Human, but we would lose our Soldier. But that's it. So we could trade Soldier for 2 of their creatures, and then like a bunch of stuff dies, which is not the worst. Can also, though, just shoot down the Archon with the Mortify. With top, though, we can also keep in mind that maybe we need to save this for whatever's coming. We could attack and name Archon after blocks and assume that our Patrician does 1 to the Archon and Vengeance does the other 3. So thinking about that... Yeah, no, after combat. We would attack, they block here, and then with 1 damage on it, we Witch's Vengeance after combat, and it dies. That being said, I think that's a little bit fancy play. I'm going to just mortify the Archon and go. And... do this. Also, we'll make the Patrician work. Now, let's see what Oppa went and got. Oh, it looks like they needed some red. That explains a lot. But not great. I mean, we just get to chump Krenko tokens and fire off all of our death triggers. But now, Goblin, maybe we just name Goblin, get rid of Krenko. Although, again, I don't know if we care. Oppo going wide just plays to our advantage, doesn't it? Yeah, Witch is dumb. Witch has just been the MVP every time we've cast it. So I'm going to keep playing lands, though. This allows us to potentially double spell here if we want. We could play suicidally with Blood Artist, although there's no point in attacking with it. We could attack with Timuret and see if they want to go for a big Timuret block. And then get that back. Again, all feels fancy play. I think we just send our flyers and make Oppo do something. We just triggering this engine every turn seems fine. Yeah, maybe we just win. Let's see. If we kill humans, we get 1... 2, yeah, we get 3 drains off of our dead human and 2 drains off of theirs, which is lethal. So yeah, let's just we just do the math like Timber did and win the game right now. How about that instead? Math is for people in chat to do for me. Good job, Timber. Well, it holds true again. I mean, I feel like I win against non-green and lose to green. Let's see if we find a green opponent here and test the theory yet again. The two decks I've drafted are both very similar, both doing draining effects, but this one is much better. It's got the Witch, first of all, but also it's just in the right color pair for the abuse. I can see why they would do that, though, Poseidon. The Great Henge asks you to jump through a bunch of hoops, and then it does monstrously powerful late-game type stuff, whereas Embercleave just kind of ends these games early. Another keep. Start on the Soul Warden. Don't have a 2 right now, but heading into Mecha on 3 and Falcon Wrath on 4 with any land is too good to pass up. Wouldn't mind a 2 here, though. No 2, but we get land for our 4-drop. Still need a second white source for a Bellhaunt, but that's why if we were to get a land, at least a Plains would have been nice, but let's see what we can do here. Patrician is interesting, but we should just start with Mecha and get the counters going ASAP on this. By and large, the worst counter, the old reach counter, but it's out of the way now. Vengeance should be nice at some point, but we're just going to max our mana, go with the Noble here, and send... Well, I'm going to go Noble. We're sending Mecha either way. And not sending Soul Warden either way. Ideally, Mecha Godzilla gets some lifelink here and then single-handedly triggers the Patrician. Human Cleric, Vampire Noble, Giant, what we're working with so far in terms of creature types for Witch's Vengeance. Visionary, 3 colors here doesn't suggest any kind of elf deck or anything. Gonna have to deal with 6/6 mutation. Oh man, never mind. So much for Mecha Godzilla doing work for us. Got our other planes though, so that's decent. And I'm gonna go with a Bellhaunt. Well, maybe I should go with Patrician first, so Bellhaunt actually does the full thing for the Patrician. I was leaning Bellhaunt because a land next turn means we could potentially double spell. But I like Patrician here, that's fine. Oh, I forgot reach. My bad. Punt. Doesn't look like a creature with reach. I have to look at that little symbol. Come on, do it for D. Upside is on it. I'm not going to beat myself up over it, but that was a punt. Big one, too. I mean, that's a major creature for us, right? It's a big part of our strategy. We can go ahead and Faith's Fetters this, but we do need to be aware that they just mutate onto it and they could take the Faith's Fetters off. I almost would rather just send in and Vengeance it away. Is that crazy? Like, we can attack with both, and we 2-for-1 ourselves to deny them a Faith's Fetters killer so that our Faith's Fetters can go on to actually contain the thing we need to contain to, say, get there with our Bell Haunt or whatever. Honestly, just losing the Noble is huge here because, like, the Noble could be contributing to all sorts of damage we'd be getting with these lines. But I think I do need to... I mean, Faith's Fetters is important, and we can't really use it as long as this and this are together. So I'm going to offer... They might not even take it. Like, now that I've attacked into the Reach creature and they know that I ostensibly know that I'm suiciding a creature, and maybe they just let it all go. But we'll see. All right. Actually, of all the ones they chose to block, that was the one I wanted. So now we choose... What do I got to choose? Beast. Oh, we're going to try. They got 5 open mana, so let's see how this goes. Well... Death Touch, Lifelink. Permanent entering the battlefield causes a trigger, but triggers additional time. Wonderful. Well, nothing to do but fetters the serpent, really. And race. But what do you know? Look, I'm losing to green again. Green is making large creature, although green didn't make this large creature, but large creatures from green are creating problems for me. Huh. Well, looks like they had an answer for the old fetters anyway. Let's multi-spell here. Amit on... Could even go Patrician. What am I looking... I'm not blocking anything on the ground with this, though. Might as well just do the Paladin. And any chance, I guess, is about continuing to gain some life. I mean, the... Not blocking these anyway, have the Amit for the Sage, so yeah, I'm going to send the Patrician. And then check afterwards for Reach. Man, I think we're just basically dead. I don't even know about mostly. I use the mostly meme if I think we're close to dead and I have a actual line about how we're going to win. I don't really have a line. I don't know what we do to win. Guess we find something to get rid of the serpent. What do we have left for that? Mortify the serpent? Erebos' intervention, the serpent? That doesn't work. So yeah, and the Hydra comes down. Hydra wrecked us before. I don't know. I believe if you look back through our results so far, we are 100% losing to green and 100% winning against literally everything else. That's my memory of how this format has gone so far. It's possible I am misremembering something, but this has been typical. We're still fine. Well, that's why I said exile. We need to find exile for the serpent, but we don't have any anyway. Well, we can blink that. Sure, it's fun. I know, we're just dead. Yes, I quote should have attacked, but should only matters when you actually have a chance to win a game. Well, I got my takeaways on this cube after 2 events. Well, I might as well play it out here, lose to another green deck, and then call it a stream. Boy, can talk about Leyline Tyrant waiting for a game. All right, here we go. Nah, no special plans. We're not much of a holiday family, to be honest, in terms of, like, it's Labor Day, therefore we do something that Monday. It's like we just enjoy the day off for the most part. Well, all of our lands enter tapped, but I can't throw this back. It's got our bomb we're going to keep. Yeah, 2020 and the challenges of a pandemic aren't making it any easier. But honestly, really outdoor barbecue with friends or family you haven't spent a lot of time with is not a bad idea. Just keep masked and distant and everything, and you'll be fine. Just don't have a huge gathering. Go with the Scattered Groves tapped, then we can do Daxos next turn. Might even want to just cycle this Baron more, but I think we may need to play it. Like, that's greedy. If we don't have land off the top, we really do want to play it. Yeah, barbecue with immediate family or whatever. Barbecue with anybody you like hanging out with. Just hang out from an appropriate distance. Yeah, there's a lot of people who are not continuing to not treat this situation with the seriousness that it requires, which is frustrating. So, Gutter Snipe. We can just Bell Haunt and swing here. It's our secret, Ray. Our secret. Glad you're enjoying Arena. Oh man, nothing like a pandemic to make you hate your fellow humans for their choices in life. That's scary. Does nothing now, but it's going to do a lot. And we could just mortify it if we were really worried. We can also mortify it at instant speed. But I'm just going to Witch of the Moors. Then what are you going to do about it, huh? So busted. Everything that's gone right for this deck has been about Witch of the Moors. To the point that I would say this is something that could get you into this deck. If you have an early opportunity at Witch of the Moors, it's pretty busto, and there's plenty of lifelink in the cube. Yeah, also not green again, and not getting outclassed yet. Wow, that's a lot of tokens. That is a lot of tokens, I do acknowledge. Went shields down on Mortify to get Witch going, because we assumed that was going to be the thing. But now... Yeah, now we're not gaining life either is the other thing. So we can play Path of Bravery and still keep up the Mortify. So we'll do that. We could also put them to the test and see if they are willing to put enough creatures on the Witch to actually kill it, and then mortify a dog if they don't. But yeah, sending the Bell Haunt seems fine, right? What are you gonna do? Give up 4 creatures? That's fine. Oh, and then it does get... I forgot the claws there, so that's good. Yep, that's good. They can chump, or they can pile on. If they only pile on with 5, we might mortify to get them. I don't know if we can get the Bell Haunt back. The call doesn't get big stuff, and this is a 4-drop. If that's what you mean. Oh, Witch. Yeah. Witch gets it back. Sorry, I was thinking of the call. But that's how busted the Witch is, of course. Now we have Mortify up. You know, I could take out the Anointed Procession, but now we can take out the Anointed Procession if something like Release the Dogs goes on the stack. So, Anointed Procession, does it do anything with Jaya? No. We could let Jaya happen, and can't stop it anyway. Can't mortify her, and can't counter it, so it happens. The only question is whether we want to kill something, but Procession doesn't do anything, and we're not going to spend Mortify on a dog token.
And watch your master at work.
But yeah, the reminder that Witch gets the Bell Haunt back is just like, now we have free attacks with the Bell Haunt. Do we need to send at Jaya? We could send at Jaya with everything, and only if they put literally all 6 on the Witch of the Moors do they actually get our Witch of the Moors. So I'm going to put them to that test and assume that they are not... And if they do literally pile everything on the Witch of the Moors... I think that's fine. We kill Jaya, we wipe out everything but one of their dogs, and then they're down to like this, and we still have the Mortify up in case the Procession gets out of hand, so I like that. We're going to send all at Jaya. Well, it looks like they're going for the big block. But they got to do all 6. Oh, I'm going to punish you. The punishment incoming. I'm going to play my lands because I'm not sure what I'm doing on that front, so have land available, I guess. We do have, let's just check though. Just kind of playing lands because I don't have a plan for them. Ideally, you come up with a plan. What and how much do we send at Jaya and why? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, we're one off. Like, we could just go... we're close to just killing them outright here. Is Settle the Wreckage in the cube? Because we could just send... Anybody know? I mean, playing around Settle, it could be a real thing to do here. Not in the cube, though. Didn't seem like it. Didn't seem like it had powerful wrath effects. So, all right, not playing around that. So our clock stays at 2. even with some effort to take out Jaya. So I'm going to send Witch and Basilica to face and Daxos to Jaya. Well, more good options for Oppo here. Will they take the Witch out this time? And the thing is, you know, the Witch is so good that it's going to take all these resources for them to get it dead. Ooh, do we get him again? I think I've got my manual damage assignment. Okay, so now we can think about... So these die and deal 1 point of damage. If we let 3 of these die, then the Witch is dead. But if we assign our damage so that only 2 of these die, the Witch lives again. So that's what we're going to do. Oh, it deals extra though, huh? Yeah, maybe I screwed that up. I forgot about Jaya's static. Oh, let's see. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, they were getting her anyhow, so I screwed that up. I forgot Jaya's static. If it weren't for Jaya's static, my play would have been brilliant. And thankfully, Call and Baleful help us pull out of this anyway. I'm going to go Call for Daxos. And then Baleful. Let's go ahead and shrink Daxos since he's so big anyway. So screwed up that turn, trying to make it not that bad. That's what we're doing here. Trying to reduce the screw up. Well, Jaya doing some work, but still feeling okay? I don't know. I'd be in a lot better shape if I had managed Jaya's stuff properly. And okay, Oppo just going off with Anointed Procession. Hard not to tip the cap on that. Maybe we can still get there, though.
There are some who call me Tim.
Well, no. In hindsight, I used Mortify to save Witch of the Moors. I don't think that was incorrect. But really, the devil's jumping out and getting us is what has let this game slip away. Now... just have to no attack it and hope that we can whittle them down. Poseidon, you are going 20/20 on your hide site. How genius to figure out what we should have done after the fact. I know you're not, Poseidon. I'm being an ass about it. But I am saying pretty easy to say should have done something different when the results are what they were. Whereas what you're saying is shouldn't have cast that Witch of the Moors. Shouldn't have saved that Witch of the Moors, which just doesn't make any sense to me, right? I mean, it didn't work out, but the idea that I should not have played my bomb or I should not have saved my bomb seems silly. But perhaps that was the wrong line. Perhaps if I take a different line and don't put my bomb in harm's way ever, we'd be much happier right now. Yeah, we're exiling with Timmy for what it's worth. I don't know if it's worth much. And what do we have for reanimation now? Can we get our own witch back? If so... No, I don't see a way to get our witch back. I think she's gone for good. So we can go ahead and eat our own stuff, is what I'm saying. Oh, or I can run out of time and pass. That's fine. All right, here we go. There's still time to do it this turn if we need to. I think we're kind of screwed here with Krenko, though. I think, like, Veto could get us out of this. I mean, we have some outs. If we can flip Lifelink into damage, we can get out of this. Yeah, Witch's Vengeance. Please, Witch's Vengeance would be great. That would be a game winner. Well, Mechagodzilla could become one if we get going in the right direction with what it provides. Let's see. Vigilance. No. Well, we're holding. Hold. Hold. No vengeance for us, but we'll keep adding to the board. And maybe this mecha will become a flying hexproof vigilance or something, and we can actually get there still. Good old reach. Well, I feel Oppo is pretty advantaged, although Scry bottom is nice, so they didn't find anything useful on top. Yeah, let's find like Blood Artist, then Witch's Vengeance. That would do it. Boy, is this going to come to decking? 21 to 22. We're ahead on deck health right now. Although Resplendent Angel, pretty good. Charming Prince. What does We can blink a bell haunt for a little bit of value, but not really much. We can gain some life. We can scry 2. Do we need to scry or blink a bell haunt? Again, just blinking the bell haunt just doesn't do anything here, so I guess we scry. Soul Warden certainly produces a lot of life. Is that over time? Is that going to be worth it? It's still not going to defeat the angel plan, right? I think we need to find Witch's Vengeance, so we're just going to keep searching for that. It's gonna get ugly. I don't know. Yeah, we need to find. I think our out here is like a perfect type of draw situation, which is to say, one of our rewards for opponent's creatures dying. So we can get Falconwrath Noble or Blood Artist. And if we can start with one of those two and then find the Witch's Vengeance, we could literally just win off of that. But yeah, and also Death Touch is nice because now we have Death Touch Reach, and if they send with the Angel, we trade Mecha Godzilla. Don't see how we could, like, if we could just wait till we got First Strike, then it would be able to stay, but I don't think we can. We might be able to defeat 2 Angels, so we have to take the Mecha Godzilla block here. Sad, but it's just not like it gets First Strike, right? Yeah. Just 2/2 lifelink. Okay. I think we have to. Gives us the best chance to find the tools we need to win. And they don't get the Angels, right? Because it's at end step. So I think that was a must block. Swamp, definitely not what we wanted to see, but I'm going to play it to have all our mana available. Cub Warden, life linking the Krenko, interesting. Now we have new things to try and kill. All right, let's just tip the cap to Oppo and say, here we go to die. Ready? This is going to be funny. Bring it. What? Just bring the Hell Rider too. Why not? Not dead, though. We can Witch's Vengeance and survive-ish. I don't know if we can win. We needed the life link. We needed the reward for killing everything first, and then we could actually still get out of this. As it is, I think we're now dead. But let's throw some blocks, just in case we're not. I think that's blocking everything biggest. So if we can survive, this is what does it. I don't think we live though. Well, at least I lost to something that wasn't green. Really, the key card ended up being the Devil Maker. I mean, obviously the token doubler was a key card, but the thing that just derailed our entire plan and turned the game towards opponent's favor was surprising us with those devils. Surprising us with the devils killed our bomb, and then we lost control of the game from there. All right, well, 3-3 on that one. I think I'm done paying wizards for this experience. I wouldn't mind doing it with you all on the side, but not my favorite cube ever, actually. Feel like it's trying to lead people towards a bunch of cool synergies, but then it just feels like big stuff is the way to go. I don't know. Maybe I don't have enough experience with the cube yet, but color me meh on it. But maybe it's just my results painting my opinions. Hey, look, we stopped just short of completing this 500, so there's that. But I'm going to switch to Soapbox here. Thank YouTube friends for hanging out for the rest of that match. I'll throw this up on YouTube. It'll be part 2 of the draft video that's already up there. And thanks for sticking around for the end of it. Bye, YouTube friends.